So good morning, everyone. Hope you are doing well. Like Laura said, this is the last day of this training. That should be in Oporto, but unfortunately for all of us, we can do that because of this pandemic crisis that are very, very hard at this moment in all our countries. But let's talk about other things like this social issue that we are going to talk today. So first, I will share a presentation about the theme that we are going to talk, and then we are going to have a small interactive activity with Claudia. So everyone, I don't know if everyone is awake now. I don't know if you have time to make some kind of I don't know, an activity to wake up. I don't know if you are all in terms of to participate, or we pass to the presentation. I don't know if you, because I'm asking this because I know this is the last day, lots of icebreakers that you already done. So I don't know if it's possible for you to do this kind of activity, to wake up a little bit, to get up from your chairs a little bit. I don't know. I can see all the faces of the persons. I can see. I don't know if the last days everyone was with the cameras on, or maybe this is the last day. Some of you switch off the cameras. I don't know if it happened in the last days. Okay, but so I think we are going to pass this kind of icebreaker, okay? Because I can see all the faces. I don't know if you are all on the move to practice some activity. Doesn't matter. So let's see. Everyone, anyone hear about the Ubuntu Academy? No? Do you know this Ubuntu philosophy, let's say like this, appears? No? And of course, you don't know what means Ubuntu. No, okay, so everyone is participating in the session. Okay, so Ubuntu. First, let me share the presentation. I think it's better. Okay. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So this is the some faces that you must. I think you know some of them that are connected to this philosophy that we are talking about, the Ubuntu philosophy, and more concretely, we are going to talking about the Ubuntu Leaders Academy. So, okay. So, like I said, what is Ubuntu Leaders Academy? So, first of all, let me show you a short film only for start our talk about this issue. Okay.
I think you need to share the sound with us, otherwise we won't be able to hear what they say.
You can share. You can. Sorry. Can hear.
You are not sharing.
Sorry, you can hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check. Why not? But you can see my screen?
No.
No? At this moment, no. Okay. So let me try again. Let me try again. Okay. A little bit. Okay. I think now we can do.
Okay,
Let's try again. Okay. Sorry for this. Let's hope that now you can all hear.
Many people regard you as a personification of Ubuntu. What do you understand Ubuntu to be?
In the old days when we were young, a traveler through a country would stop at a village and he didn't have to ask for food or for water. Once he stops, the people give him food, entertain him. That is one aspect of Ubuntu, but it will have various aspects. Ubuntu does not mean that people should not enrich themselves. The question, therefore, is, are you going to do so in order to enable the community around you to be able to improve? These are the important things in life. And if one can do that, you have done something very important which will be appreciated.
Okay. Okay. So can you see my screen again?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So as everyone knows, we are talking about Nelson Mandela, who is let's say like this, the father of this movement around the world that we call the Ubuntu philosophy, and of course because of that. The academy, the Ubuntu Leaders Academy, was born in lots of places, lots of countries around the world. It begins in Africa, but suddenly spread around the world. I don't know if in your own countries, do you have any Ubuntu Academy, any Ubuntu Leaders Academy? As anyone know, some Ubuntu Academy in your own countries? No? So at the end of this training session, maybe your institutions, maybe you're in your own territory, you can, let's say, join to this network around the world, because this is a strong commitment with the students, with the trainers, with the community. It's a different approach in terms of education and training in some aspects of our own life and for our specific life in the work, in the school, in the university, whatever. So let's begin to, like I said, to talk about the meaning of Ubuntu Leaders Academy. What is Ubuntu Leaders Academy? So first, let's say like Ubuntu, what mean the word Ubuntu? any chance for you to know what means the word Ubuntu? No. Okay. So Ubuntu means I am because you are. I can only be a person through the persons. This is the philosophy of the Ubuntu that Nelson Mandela brings to the world with his strong commitment with the other. So Ubuntu, I am because you are. We live because the other exists. This is the philosophy. And more concretely, the Ubuntu Leaders Academy is a non-formal education project geared towards empowering young people with high leadership potential from vulnerable contexts or work there. So it aims to accompany, facilitate, enrich, and consolidate development of each participant as a leader, serving the community, promoting the relevant human skills and techniques. So the Ubuntu Leaders Academy is this terrific approach in terms of education. Here in Portugal, we have, if you have the opportunity, one of the visits that we should have here in Oporto should be to visit the Ubuntu Leaders Academy in the city of Oporto, promoted by a social education institution here in Oporto, but we don't have the opportunity. Maybe I can send you after the link, because we have a guide for trainers that you can use after in your own countries to implement this Academy of Ubuntu Leaders. So, like I said, Ubuntu Leaders Academy is a project that invites the participant in a journey, let's say like this, and like Gandhi said, because Gandhi is one of the persecutors, let's say like this, of this movement, because Nelson Mandela and others leaders around the world they are is missing the word. They are learn with Gandhi experience, with Gandhi context in India, and of course Nelson Mandela and other leaders try to get the best things from Gandhi to present this Ubuntu philosophy in the world. So Ubuntu Leaders Academy aims also to form leaders who are capable of caring, listening, trusting, and promoting reconciliation by building bridges and promoting human dignity. This is some kind of a community experience, because Ubuntu Leaders Academy is a project that tries to value each person, because each person is unique, and try to value the contribution of each one, embraces the richness of diversity, recognize and respects the value of each new perspective. So everyone has their own perspectives, and Ubuntu try to respect each perspective of each person in the world. We try also recognizing a shared desire to build a better world, and hope, and we are motivated, let's say, all the people that are involved in this movement, to intervene in the society and transform the reality of each society. So you are welcome to ask me and to interrupt me wherever you want, okay? So the Ubuntu Leaders Academy is for whom? So for young people aged to 13 to 35 years old with a high potential, for leadership coming from, like I said in the last slide, from vulnerable contexts or willing to work in them. The training of trainers is intended for all those who are already experiencing training. So we are going to talk about the methodology of this Ubuntu Academy, and one of the methodology that we work in the program is the training of trainers, because they are very important in all this process, of course. Intended to set up Ubuntu Leaders Academies in their territories, because this training of trainers are very useful and very important for, like I said here, to have the abilities and capacity to implement this program, like this training program in the territories. So let's try to see another film talking about the importance of the Ubuntu Leaders Academy in the world, and then we continue. Hope that this time we can hear the sound at first time. Okay, I think so. Let's see.
To greet this gathering of diverse.
Okay, what happened here? Okay. The video doesn't work. Why not? Can you hear?
Yeah.
Dear friends, it is a pleasure to greet this gathering of diverse and dynamic Ubuntu leaders. Thank you for mobilizing to help address the COVID-19 pandemic. The virus has caused immense suffering and created an unparalleled emergency. It has also illustrated the idea at the heart of the International Day of Living Together in Peace. We are a single human family. Just as the disease attacks all, so must our response involve all. The United Nations is undertaking a wide-ranging response, striving to save lives, calling for a global ceasefire, addressing the devastating social-economic impacts and focusing on recovery. Let us draw inspiration from the ethic of Ubuntu and work together to overcome COVID-19 and build a more peaceful, sustainable, equitable and inclusive future for all.
Okay. Okay. It happened here. Sorry. Okay. Everyone see my screen again?
Not yet.
Okay. Okay, right now you can see, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So we saw, I don't know what happened with the video, because there was, I think, some parts of the video are cutting. I don't know why. But we are talking about, we saw the Antonio Guterres, that is General Secretary of United Nations, and he was talking during the an event related, an international event related with Ubuntu Leaders Academy that each year take place in some country in the world. So sorry, because we can see the rest of the film. I don't know, but so he tries to share his vision about the importance of the Ubuntu Leaders Academy, and even during this pandemic crisis, because the philosophy of Ubuntu Leaders Academy for United Nations are also very important to fight against this big crisis that we are all passing in our countries. So we can continue. So what are the objectives of Ubuntu Leaders Academy? So the objectives are empower young people as agents of change, empower educators, promote dialogue between and within communities, and develop an ethics of care, focus on empathy, attention, responsibility, considering 3 dimensions in the world. Okay. So, any questions? No. Okay. So the Ubuntu, like I talked at the beginning, what means Ubuntu philosophy? I can share with you some words, some comments about, for example, Desmond Tutu, that he says that Ubuntu is a way of being in the world. It is a word that condenses the true essence of what is to be human. My humanity is intrinsically linked to yours, and therefore I am human because I belong, I participate, and I share being a community. You and I are made for interdependence and to complement one another. Another comment from John Volming: the Ubuntu philosophy has obvious and deep African roots that have extended beyond borders. Its essence isn't South African. Its essence isn't Portuguese. The essence of Ubuntu is to be human. So the truth philosophy of Ubuntu philosophy is, let's say, like resume the philosophy to this word. The essence of Ubuntu is to be human, to be a part of the world and to respect every person in the world. And like I said at the beginning, Ubuntu, what means the word Ubuntu? Anyone remember the means of the word Ubuntu? You have a chance to shine right now. Anyone remember? Okay, so I can say you again. Ubuntu is the meaning of the word Ubuntu is I am because you are, and I can only be a person through the persons. So we can have the two meanings here, but the more used in the, let's say, in the translation of the Ubuntu word is I am because you are. So please don't forget this significate when we are talking about the Ubuntu. I am because you are. Okay, so let's continue. So now let's try to enter a little bit, not only in the terms of definition of what is the Ubuntu means or the philosophy. We are going to talk about the Ubuntu Leaders Academy formats, because I think it's very important. If you want, or you have, maybe in the future you can have the idea to implement this kind of project education, social project education in your countries. So we are going to talk about the formats that Ubuntu Leaders Academy could have. So we can have 4 basic formats, which can be adapted, molded, of course, to the specifics of each situation. So we have the format of semester, week, weekend, a day, and of course, like I said, a specific format for training of trainers. So, but let's try to. So I'm going to talk a little bit about which some formats are. I'm going to pass this training of trainers because it's a more specific. But I can talk about the the other fours. Okay, so we have the Ubuntu semester. That is, we have a duration of 6 residential weekends. Okay, 1 per month, and we have around 60 or 70 participants in each Ubuntu Leaders Academy semester. If we are talking about the week format, we have 1 week, 5 days. Okay, so the regularity of the week is daily. Okay, one day, and we have 30 or 40 participants during this format, this week format. We have the Ubuntu Leaders Academy day. Okay, of course, it's only one day, and the participants, it depends. We can have 10, 20, 30. It depends of the each institution, of each local that are organizing the format of Ubuntu Leaders Academy. And we have also the weekend. Of course, we have a weekend, Saturday or Sunday, or even we can talk about Friday or Saturday, but usually we organize during Saturday and Sunday. And the participants also depends of the conditions of the place, and of course the conditions and the organization of the institution. It depends. And I can say also talk about a little bit about the training of trainers. So this is a specific way to involve the persons who wants to be trainers and who wants to organize and implement this model in the territory. So we have a duration of this training about between 2 and 5 days, and the participants are around 20 or 40. It depends also, but usually we organize this kind of training during three days, intensive days, all day, and with around 20 persons, because I think it is the correct number for the participation and for the involvement of all the persons. Okay. So the Ubuntu are strongly connected with the Ubuntu philosophy, and the Ubuntu Leaders Academy are strongly connected with 5 pillars that we already talked about at the beginning of our presentation, but let's try to remember them. So the first is self-knowledge. Some comments, some expressions of some persons around the world that show what is self-knowledge. Okay, and the other pillars. So he who is not able to manage himself will not be able to manage others. So the self-knowledge is one of the 5 pillars that are very important in all the philosophy of the Ubuntu Leaders Academy. The self-confidence, everything seems impossible until it's done. Okay, the resilience, hardships often prepare ordinary people to an extraordinary destiny. Empathy, to be empathetic is to see the world with the eyes of the other and not to see our world reflected in these eyes. Also very important. The service, okay, we are going to put ourselves at service of the other. I know that my work is a drop in the ocean, but without it, the ocean will be smaller. So this is the 5 pillars of all the Ubuntu philosophy, and all the training are all related with these 5 pillars of Ubuntu Leaders Academy. So you can see, and you can think that these 5 pillars is also very important in our life. Okay, not only for the Ubuntu Leaders Academy. If we all live our lives sharing and getting for ourselves these 5 pillars, okay, the world will be better for sure. I have no doubts about that. But sometimes it is not possible during our daily life. But this is the 5 pillars that we all should be involved in our lives. Okay. So let's talk about a little bit about the methodology of this Ubuntu Training Academy. So, like I said, the Ubuntu Leaders Academy is a non-formal education program that uses a pedagogical model centered on the trainees through a participatory and experiential approach, based on a methodology that is, in essence, deeply relational and based on a non-formal education. It is fully in turn with the Ubuntu philosophy. And we can share with you a Chinese proverb that also are very used in some classes and in some formats during the sessions related with the Ubuntu philosophy. So tell me and I will forget, show me and I can remember, involve me and I will understand. So the Ubuntu philosophy is, like I said here, is a non-formal education, and mostly of the process is we try to involve all the persons in the way. So this is a way that everyone should going through, and we need to involve them and need to pass that everyone is in the learning process, and everyone could be part of this learning process. So this is involve me and I will understand, of course, is for sure is one of the aspects that are most important in this Ubuntu Training Academy. So the Ubuntu Leaders Academy are also aims to promote social emotional competencies with a cross-cutting impact on the participants' lives. The creation of a safe space where each one feels respected and valued. During the sections of that are part of this methodology, the trainers promote peer learning, individual reflection, times, sharing times, respect and cooperation, and teamwork. Okay. The training. So at this moment, do you have any comments to do about this? The slides that I already talked. Any comments? Any questions that you want to ask? I think it's important if you can say something only for me to see it and to understand if all the information is still passing for all of you. But if you don't have any question, doesn't matter. But I think it's if you have any comments or any questions to ask, I think it will be important. No? Okay. So let's continue talking about the methodology. So the training program proposed for the Ubuntu Leaders Academy is, of course, is flexible, adaptable, and is under constantly evolution. So this is not a standard process. Of course, we have guidelines, of course, but this is a dynamic process. We can adapt, like I said, to all the situations. In this sense, we have predefined session plans, of course. The development of each section is shaped by the particularities of the group of participants and the concrete challenges of each sociocultural context. As a non-formal education project, it uses a non-hierarchical approach between facilitators. So we don't have here in the normal school that we have the teacher. Okay, the teacher is on a pedestal and the students are downside. So this is a common approach. This is not a hierarchical approach. So we have a good way to share experience, to reflect, to talk about the issues, and we don't have this kind of thing like we have in the normal school where the teacher is always in the pedestal and the students are downside hearing or not. So in this method, like I said, we don't have some kind of hierarchy between teacher or student. Like I said, the participants have their own responsibility and autonomy in the construction of their own formative process, which depends in large part on the openness and willingness of each participant to give and receive. Please remember that Ubuntu philosophy is this: I give and I receive. And let's try again. If all remember, someone remember what means the Ubuntu word.
So I am because you are.
Okay, perfect, Laura. Okay, so great. So please remember that Ubuntu philosophy is giving and receiving. So this is very important. And please remember the 5 pillars. And please pay attention, because at the end we are going to have a small activity, and it is very important to only for us to check if anyone understand what we are talking about here. And we are going to have an activity. So please pay attention to this small intervention that I'm going to have since the beginning. So continuing my talking about the methodology. So the facilitators, or the teacher, let's say like this, is the face and the guarantee of fidelity to the principles of the project, to these 5 pillars that we are talking about in the Ubuntu Academy. They are always an attitude of respect, of listening, and as Paulo Freire, I don't know if you know Paulo Freire, is a psychologist, is a writer, said, those who teach learn while teaching, and those who learn teach while learning. The facilitator is also tasked with facilitating learning process and promoting good environment and cohesion of the group undergoing training. Okay, so Ubuntu, I want to also to share that Ubuntu is an experience of learning. So it's a very different experience of learning and also teaching. I don't know. I thought maybe it's not important. I'm thinking in talk about a little bit another aspect, but I think it's not very important because we are going to talk about some writers, some persons who comment about the Ubuntu philosophy, and maybe it's too long to talk about you. And of course, this some aspects are in the manual of trainers that we are going to pass you at the end. So I think it's not important to talk about this kind of experience learning and the comments from other persons that are involved. Okay, let's pass this because I think it's not boring, but too much to talk about this kind of right now. So let's let's pass. We are almost ended this session, but let me talk about only about this board because I think it's very important, because it's one of things that we must follow in terms of methodology of implementation of this project. So this is some kind of cycles, let's say like this, of the experience learning and the model of the Ubuntu Leaders Academy. So here we have the experience, and we must organize the model and the implementation of the Ubuntu Trainers Academy by following, let's say like this, these learning cycles, and they are related with experience, reflection, follow-up, and generalization. So it's very important. So, for example, a key here in experience, the main objective is to live an experience. Here, for example, in terms of reflection, is we try to reflect and share how the experience was felt. We are talking about feelings, thoughts, behavior, and so on. Here in the follow-up, the main objective is to understand the practical implications of the identified learning and applicability in life, like we said in the last slides. And here, the generalization, the main objective is to learn from experience. So this is the circle, let's say, like this, that we must follow, and that is very important and always related with the implementation of the Ubuntu philosophies. Okay, so let's continue. So this is the cooperation model. If anyone or any institution wants to implement, to create some Ubuntu Leaders Academy in their own territories, this is the cooperation model that all must follow. So that should be an expression of interest to a network that is all the things that we are talking about here they are on the manual. So signing of a cooperation protocol, getting ready, of course, facilitation, evaluation, and report, because there is some kind of evaluation during all the process, the follow-up, and of course, at the end, all the community, all the institutions should belong to Ubuntu Global Network. Okay. So we are at the end of the session, but let me show you the trainers manual that are produced by the Portuguese institution that we are going to visit. So this is a very good document for you to learn more about the Ubuntu Leaders Academy, and to, if you want, you can share with other persons, and of course you can try to implement this Ubuntu Leaders Academy in your own. Let me show you some the manual only, and
Alcidio, could you also make this link available in the chat?
Yes, of course.
Great.
Okay, so you are seeing? No?
Nope.
Okay, let me check again. Okay. Yeah. Right now you are seeing, okay? Yes? No?
No.
What happens? Okay. Right now you see, yes?
Yes.
So this is the trainer's manual. I'm going to put the link in the chat, okay? So this is a very, very good document only for you to see and to share with the person that you want and the institution that you want. It's a very good document if you want to implement this project in your countries and in your territory. Okay. Let me end it. Okay. So I'm going to put here the link before we. I don't know if you are going to make a break right now because Claudia is passing to the other activity. I don't know if we continue with the Claudia's activity or we make a.
I think it's better. It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go on. Laura? Yeah.
No. Yeah. We finish right now and we make a small break or we continue with Claudia because we have only this activity.
We can decide if we can do the activities, you can finish your session and then we will have a break and then a conclusion, or if the participants prefer to have the break now and do the activities later. We have the flexibility to decide today.
Yeah, okay. So I think it's we can, if all agree, because my presentation is finished. So we can have, if all the participants agree, we can have a small break. I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't know.
Okay, so see you here in 10 minutes and then we will do the activities and then you can close your session.
Okay, okay.
See
Great.
you here in 10.
Okay, see you. Bye. Okay, yeah, here. We are all here? No. Yes? Can we continue, Laura? Yeah.
Okay.
So after this small break, we can continue with the presentation of this social integration or educational project that we are talking about since till now. That is Ubuntu Leaders Academy. So only for finish, I want to show you a short film, let's say a short video, only to summarize a little bit of what we have talked about so far, and try to summarize some things, and then we can talk a little bit if you want, or we can all pass to the activity, and at the end we can talk about and comment and share some experience concerning or relating with this session. Okay, so let's see only a short video, like I said, to summarize what we are talking about. Okay, so here, okay.
Philosophy of shared connected humanity, the feeling of Ubuntu, I am because you are, the beautiful African philosophy of shared connected humanity, the feeling of oneness, the feeling that we are interconnected with each other, that we progress only if others progress, the feeling of oneness with your family, with your community, and with your society. And that we need to help others for us to remain happy. There was an anthropologist who went to Africa and placed a basket of sweets in front of some African children. He made them stand 100 meters away from the basket and asked them to run towards the basket to get the sweets. And whoever gets it first will get the entire basket of sweets. The children held hands and just ran to the basket and then took the sweets and shared it among themselves. The anthropologist didn't understand why they did this. He asked them, and this is what they said: Ubuntu. How can we remain happy if the others are sad? Such a beautiful concept. And that tells us we need to live for others, and that is the only way we ourselves can be happy. Now, how do we incorporate Ubuntu into our workspaces? Team building activities, play games and sports with your colleagues, with your superiors, and you'll find the strife, the discord, the differences, the unhealthy competition just getting mitigated. Our lives are interconnected. Learn to work for the future of the young and the old, everyone around you. Enhance the beauty of your life. Make your life journey exceptional. Turn your life to happy and purposeful ones. Chuck the complications out. I am because you are. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. And I'll be back with more insights, tips and
Okay. This is only a short video to, like I said, to summarize most of the things that we have talked about this Ubuntu Leaders Academy, or this Ubuntu philosophy. So right now I'm going to pass to Claudia, and I'm going to see if all the persons are pay attention to my my speech. And I hope you enjoy this presentation. Of course, this we are online, and always is very difficult to share and to involve the persons in the process. But I hope you all enjoy, and I will give the floor to Claudia to a little activity, to a small activity. Interactive activity, and I hope you all enjoy. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Alcivio. Good morning, everyone. So after Alcivio's presentation, we are going to make an activity. It calls Kahoot, and we'll need your help. So probably most of you know this application. However, for the people who doesn't know, I'm going to explain. So basically, Kahoot is a fun game, a learning platform, and it's very, very simple to use. So participants only need to use your own device while questions are displayed on my share screen. And the rules are very simple.
Sorry, Claudia, do we need to download it?
No. Just only use your mobile phone. I'm going to give you a web page, and the web page is kahoot.it.
Can you write it in a...
Yeah, I'm going to pass. 1 minute, please. I'm going to share, okay? Just 1 minute, please. Everyone can see?
Yes.
Okay, I'm share now. Okay, firstly, okay, just 1 minute, please. Okay, over here, you can see the web page. Okay? Kahoot.it. Firstly, all participants need to go to Google for this web page. And secondly, you must, oh yeah, I'm seeing, okay, must enter the game pin, which is 6009807, okay? And after that, you must enter your nickname. Choose a nickname, please. Okay, very good. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Okay.
I don't know why, but they asked me a code pin.
Sorry?
Mine, they asked me a pin code.
Oh, this is this one, 600
60.
9807.
Ah,
In my screen, you can see the number. Yes. I don't know if someone else wants to participate. Okay, one more.
600
9807. We have 17, okay, persons already. I don't know if someone else wants to, okay. I don't know if persons are here. If you want, if we can start it. Okay, 18. I'm going to project 11 questions on my screen, okay? It is 11 questions. And for each question, it's allowed 20 seconds to respond. Of course, the faster you answer, the higher score you will get. All participants, okay, 20 persons, should answer the questions with your device. I think, okay. Once all players are in the game, we can start. When the game is over, we will see the score and information of the winner, the podium, the results. Everything is clear. Everyone understood the rules? Is there any doubt? I don't know, everyone is ready?
I think we can start.
Yeah, okay. So let's start and let's fun. What is the meaning of the word Ubuntu? An African word that means I'm because you are, or is a Chinese word that means meditation? Oh, very well. All participants got the right answer. Next one. Congratulations, Clemens. Go on. Second, identify the Ubuntu Leaders Academy mission. Prepares and empower young leaders against social inclusion, or prepares and empower young people for the Olympic Games? Perfect. Okay. Clemens is the first one. Okay, let's go on. The Ubuntu Leaders Academy is designed for young people aged 13 to 35 with vulnerable contexts. It's true or is false? Okay. All persons get to pay attention to Alcibi's presentation. So let's go on. Very well. What is the inspiration model of the Ubuntu Leaders Academy? Nelson Mandela, Dr. Kim, Candy, Malala, or Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, Maradona, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Angela Merkel, Ursula or Angelina Jolie, George Clooney, Anthony Hopkins, and Marilyn Monroe. Okay, very well. Perfect. Okay, this podium is changing. Okay, next one. The essence of Ubuntu Leaders Academy philosophy is Portuguese original, African original, Chinese original, American origin. Okay, African origin, yeah. Very well. Good work. Six. The Ubuntu Leaders Academy is present on which continents? Only in Africa country, South Africa, Africa, Asia, and Europe? Only in Australia, only in Europe. Check the map. Very well. Okay, scoreboard. Okay, let's move on. 7th question. The Ubuntu Lead Academy is a non-formal education project geared towards empowering young people from vulnerable contexts. Is true or is false? Very well. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's see. 8th question. The Ubuntu Leaders Academy method is based on 5 pillars. Identify them. Self-knowledge, self-confidence, resilience, empathy, service, and politics, power, economy, poverty, and wealth. Okay, very well. All participants choose the right question, right answer. Next one, scoreboard. Okay, very well. Let's move on. Next question. Academy also attach great relevance to learning through references model. It's true or it's false? Okay, very well. Our participants knows very well the Ubuntu Academy. So let's go on. The Ubuntu Leaders Academy methodology is based on experience learning and through references model. True or false? Okay, very well. Ubuntu is a way of being in the world. Do you believe in Ubuntu's ideas? Yes or no? Oh, perfect. Okay, now let's see. Oh, congratulations, Maria. And second place, Maria also. And the first one, Clemens. Congratulations to all participants. Okay, in this game, there are neither winners nor losers. We think that everyone wins. Had fun, and most of all, that could learn a little bit more of Ubuntu Leaders Academy. Okay. Okay. I'm going to share again. Okay, my presentation. Okay, I'm finished now. I hope you enjoyed.
It looks like a lot of people followed your presentation, even if they didn't have questions, but they followed based on the questions.
Okay.